Yow, what up, nyakas? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do, kind of fucking up, but I'm back on it. So, I just finished watching O'Shea's video. He was, talking about some MGTOW shit and some of his favorite YouTubers who speak about MGTOW. He also mentioned me in the video, but not that I'm MGTOW or something, because I'm not. But watching his video brought this into my head. One of his commenters left under one of his videos that if you improve yourself for getting women, for like the sole purposes of getting women, you are a simp. That's what the dude said. So this video, I'm not gonna yell, I'm gonna be calm, I'm gonna just talk, because I'm gonna try not to offend, which is very hard for me because I'm offending everybody all the time. There's people from the far left who hate me and people from the far right who hate me. That's because I'm somewhere in the middle, and most people don't like it when you don't pick sides. So I'm gonna get on it. If you are a MGTOW person and you feel a person is a simp, or you think they're anything negative, any sort of negative word you can think of, for improving themselves for the purpose of getting women, I would like to say to you, you are an idiot. Now, I'm trying not to be offensive. I'm trying not to, but there's nothing, that is nothing, it's just stupid. There's no other way to put it. It's sad the day where a bunch of men come together and they would actually look down on a man who is improving himself. Period. It doesn't matter what it's for. As long as this person is improving himself for anything that isn't, let's say, illegal or immoral, what the hell is your problem? Why are you bitching about that? So I can understand a man improving himself because he wants to molest children and you're against that. I'm all for it. And the problem isn't that he's improving himself. The problem is he's trying to molest children. I understand it. But in this case, you're improving yourself because you want to date whether men or whether it's women. What is your problem? That's number one for any of you MGTOW guys who actually follow that sentiment of if you improve yourself for the purposes of getting women, you're a simp. That's number one. Please tell me how that is a bad thing. The man is improving himself. People come up to me all the time talking about how do I get girls? What do I do? This and that. I'm like, well, dude, first you gotta look at yourself. How many shortcomings do you have with yourself? For example, are you generally attractive? Do girls usually give you compliments on your looks? Are you tall? Do you dress with the latest fashions? Do you have a deep voice? Do you have nice eyes? All those things come together and basically average out to the amount of girls who are going to naturally be attracted to you. Then when it comes to your status, where do you work? How much money do you make? Do you live with your mother? Do you have a nice car? Or do you have a motorcycle? Do you have something that other men don't have? And are you really good at something that other men aren't as good at as you? So you could be an ugly dude, you could be short, you could be not very interesting, not very romantic, but if you're the best basketball player in the world, you're making $1 million in the NBA, you're going to get way more girls than you would possibly even imagine if you were all those things minus the best basketball player in the world. So it's everything about you. Everything about you either helps or takes away from the odds of you getting a woman. Everything. The way you talk, your accent, everything plays a role. How you dress, how you smell, everything plays a role. Some more than others. But everything plays a role. I mean, there were girls, I lost one girl before simply because of the fact that I wasn't religious. She didn't like the fact that I was religious. 99% of the girls don't give a shit. But she didn't like the fact that I wasn't religious. Not the fact that I wasn't of her religion, but the fact that I didn't believe in anything in her words. She thought it was strange that I can just believe in nothing, that the world just popped out of nowhere. And that's how she felt. Now, the vast majority of women, well, at least the ones I know, don't give a shit. But she actually gave a shit. And she didn't want to see me anymore because I believed in nothing. I didn't make fun of her religion. I didn't do it. I was just like, look, it's not for me. And she didn't like that. So she was a Christian, Catholic, whatever the fuck. But she would rather be with a Jew, a Muslim, anything else who believed in something than me, being an atheist. Or I don't like calling myself atheist, whatever. I'm just someone who doesn't believe in all that God crap. That's me. You feel me? So now to the next thing. Now this one, I'm not as sure, I'm not as accurate on as I was with the first one. You know, I'm not really going all in, so to say. The first one, I go all in. If you're complaining about a man who betters himself because he wants to get women, you're an idiot. I'm all in with that. But this one, I'm kind of going 50-50. If I got 100 chips, I'm putting in 50. I want to understand why it just so seems that so many of you MGTOW dudes are like jealous of women. Let me explain. It seems a lot of you are jealous of women. You're like jealous of the attention they get from men, how they manage to affect men. Like, are you jealous? I'm asking. Like I said, I'm not all in with this one. It just kind of seems that way. Oh, they're bettering themselves for women. Why do you care? You complain about women using men, all this stuff. What's funny, and these are grown-ass men they're using. If anything, you should be making fun of these men, these grown men who aren't smart enough to not get caught up. You can help them as well. That's okay. But everything about that whole MGTOW movement kind of equals less women or minus women or get rid of women and better your life without women. Why do you have to minus women to better your life? Are you jealous of the attention and the adoration that women get? I don't get it. Bettering yourself with or without a woman is something you should be doing, period. Period. There's no reason to minus a woman. There's no need to minus playing your favorite sport. All those things just need to be regulated. There's no problem having a woman, but if you're trying to better yourself, just regulate the amount of time you spend with your woman. Regulate the amount of power she has over your life. That's simple. What is this? I'm not gonna think about women or focus on women. I think every man, or okay, let me be PC. Hold on. I think anybody who is sexually attracted to other people should be willing at any time to date other people, as long as it doesn't negatively affect their well-being. So if it's not going to negatively affect you to take this lady out who's offering you to go out with her, why say no? Because you're MGTOW? That's retarded. There's nothing bad coming out. Go enjoy yourself. The opposite sex or the same sex, they're very, very enjoyable. That's kind of what life is about. Life wouldn't even continue to be if we weren't sexually attracted to people. It wouldn't even continue. It would cease to exist. So you're trying to make a minus out of one of the best things in life because you suck at it? Because the girls you dated fucked you over? And you try to make girls look a little less great to other men because you suck and your shit got fucked up? I appreciate the shout out from O'Shea. I appreciate the shout out tenfold, all the way. I appreciate the shout out. You know what I mean? He said, Phil's a guy, he lives in Russia. He bettered himself to a way in which he doesn't even have to approach women anymore. And that's what happened. You know what's funny? Right now my homie Kevin is playing the game. He's playing a motherfucking Division on PlayStation and they can hear me. And I don't know if he remembers this, but I'm about 99% sure it was him. One day, me, Kevin, and my homie Jesse, might have been Jesse, but I know Kevin was there because he's tall as a motherfucker. And we were out like the Lower East Side, not Lower East Side, but like Alphabet City, somewhere in this area, general area. And sometimes we went out at night, we walk around, and we just probably get some drinks and shit. I mean, try to talk to some chicks, but I wasn't the best at it, and he always got cock blocked. He's like the master of getting cock blocked. Whenever he talks to a girl, somebody cock blocks him every time. Like, I don't know, he's a big ass dude. He's like 6'2", but he just gets cock blocked. I guess because he looks too nice. And so one day I remember saying, I don't know if this was before or after YouTube, but I remember telling him, I'm like, yo, my thing is I'm getting tired of looking for women. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of looking for them, having to flirt with them. I'm tired of the hunt because I wasn't bad at it. I'm not going to say I was bad at it because that would be a lie. I was generally decent at getting girls when I was in New York, going out partying and meeting them. I was pretty good with it, but I was tired of the hunt. I didn't like doing it, but I had to do it because I wanted some women in my life. It didn't have any real negative effects on me. I was still making money. I was living well. You know what I mean? I was doing all right. It was just a little bit of stress, but stress isn't that big of a deal. I wasn't going to kill myself. But the stress of me approaching and kicking game and all this stuff just got to me. And I remember telling him, I'm like, yo, I want it to be to the point where I don't have to approach anyone anymore. I'm tired of it. And that is the point I'm in right now. And it was all because of the liking of women. So I didn't only get to the point in which I don't have to approach women. Trying to get to that goal in which I didn't have to approach women also improved my life in general. In general, I don't have a job. I don't have to work anywhere. I live in a nice apartment in the tallest building in the area. Very nice building, but we have like these cock blocking ass grandmother security. But other than that, I'm living very comfortably. Like, I went to the Adidas store the other day with my homie Dre, and I spent about 12,000 rubles. I didn't even check the price tag. 12,000 rubles on 2 outfits. And I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just trying to explain how things are now compared to how they were before. And 12,000 rubles right now, and I'm not even that into basketball. I just enjoy playing it. I don't have to worry about money anymore. 12,000. That's $174 just for the fuck of it. I would have never done that before because I didn't have the means to do it. But when you have the means, you don't have to think about money. You could just do these things. And I got into this position chasing women, which better myself. So I'm not saying you have to chase women to better yourself. What I'm saying is chasing women is not a bad thing. If you're improving yourself while you're doing it, there's nothing bad about it at all. Unless you have a family on the side, you might not want to do that. Unless you have an unhealthy sexual appetite. Now, I mean, maybe you're chasing women who are married. Maybe you're chasing girls who are underage. Maybe you have AIDS or something. In those cases, yeah, those are special cases. But if you're a normal person who's going after normal women, there's no fucking problem. There's absolutely no problem with chasing women when you're bettering yourself. Now, if you're chasing women and it's fucking you up, then you should stop. And the problem isn't that you're chasing women. The problem is you're fucking yourself up. That's a lack of self-control. If you're going to a strip club all the time, you're blowing your money every weekend because you're trying to get with strippers, you're fucking yourself up. You have to go to the strip club sparingly. You have to maybe get an accountant, let one of your homies be your little accountant, be like, you could get some ass at the strip club once every 6 weeks, according to these statistics. You know what I mean? You probably need one of those. But other than that, you gotta make sure your well-being is okay, no matter what you're doing, including chasing women. You feel me? So don't let someone call you a simp because you're buying women flowers or something. Hey, if you got the means to do it and it's not hurting you, go for it. It's the same thing I say for people who buy like $400 sneakers. First thing people want to do, who usually don't have that kind of money, is they want to say something like, oh yeah, I would never buy those sneakers. $400, that's a waste of money. For you, but people who are in different life situations aren't really thinking about how much they're spending because it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much to them. You understand? If they're smart, they're going to keep making money, and it won't matter. If they go broke one day, well, yeah, it does matter. If you're careful with your shit, you're careful with your money, and you're careful with what you're doing in life, you're okay. You understand? So once again, I don't want anyone trying to think I'm bragging, try to say I'm rich or something. It's nothing like that. I just gave that example because I'm trying to say, now that I've chased women, which improved my life the way I did it, I improved my life by chasing women. When I got there, it gave me two things: a better life and women. Two things at once. So now I'm able to spend money and not even look at it and not care about it. Shit, if my homies ever need money, I just fucking send it. They ask for it, I just send it. And I've always been like that, especially now, because now I have it better than ever, so I don't have to worry. And it all stemmed from the chasing of women. So let your passion be the driving force behind bettering your life. Whether it's women, whether it's basketball, whether it's candy, whether it's motherfucking cooking, whatever your driving force is in life, let that lift you up to the best to the best person you can be. Let it lift you, no matter what it is. Even if it's painting, even if it's fucking construction, whatever it is, go at it hard so it betters your life. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's legal and, you know, nothing immoral and crazy. You feel me? So I don't know if I have much more to say here. But I think I explained myself well, man. I know MGTOW people are going to get at me, as they always do. But I don't know, man. So remember, there's two things I want you guys to talk about here. Get at me with MGTOW people. Number one is, why you mad because dudes better themselves for women? And two, are you jealous of women's attention? Like, it seems so strange. Oh, you doing this for women. You doing it. Like, you jealous or something? You guys sound like a bunch of guys with girls inside of them. It sounds very strange. You niggas sound catty. So shout out to O'Shea, and let me know what you guys think. I'm out, nyakos. Later.